Hello everyone. In this video we solved some examples of first and follow. So this is our first example and this is the grammar given to the solving. So let's we find out one by one first and follows. So first we find out the first of S. So first of S. So what is the starting of S? So this S read first A and A is the non-terminal capital letter which again read small a. So first this first of S is A. Here we consider first A. Then the first of S is A. And here null is also present. So second time when we consider here null, that time S read B first. So now if here null is present, then first of S is B and B is first is B and null. So if we consider here B, then the first of S is now B and this B is read the null also. And if we consider now here null, then this S read C and say C is the first now, and this C is the capital letter. This is the capital letter which is nothing but the non-terminal. So this non-terminal C read C, capital C. So we consider this C. Now here null is not present, so we stop here because this is the starting symbol of now C, and here we read small c, but in further we not read anything because we want only first, and first we stop here C. So this is this first of S. Now first of A. So the first of A is small a and this null. Now B, first of B. So it is small b and null. First of C. So first of C is only small c. First of D. So first of D is small d and null. This is OR symbol. So this or this. So this is the starting symbol D, or the starting symbol null. And first of E. So first of E is E or null, small e or null. So I hope all you get the idea how we find out the first. Now we find out the follow. So follow of S. So first see where is any S is followed by something at the right side. See where the S is present. So here S is not present, so it's okay. And the 4 rules, I hope all you know about this. So here also I write the first rule: always the starting symbol read dollar in follow. Always, if anything is the starting symbol, then the follow of the starting symbol is dollar is fixed, and the remaining is then you write, but the dollar is always present in the follow of the starting symbol. So we write here dollar. Now second rule is if A read alpha B C. So this is also non-terminal, this is also non-terminal. So if we want to find out follow of B, then this is nothing but the first of this second terminal, this C, first of C. If anything if you find out the follow of the non-terminal which is followed by again the non-terminal, then that time find out the first of the second non-terminal. So here in this case we want to find out the follow of B, but this B is followed by capital C which is non-terminal, then that time we find out the first of this non-terminal. This is the second rule. third rule is if A is followed by alpha B and we find out the follow of B, then this is nothing but the follow of C or follow of A. Follow of A. Here we find out the first. Please take these changes in your mind. This is most important. So here is the first and here is the follow, and when we find out the follow, if the case we find out the follow of the non-terminal which is followed by null, here nothing is present, means null is present. If the null is present, that time we find out the follow of the grammar A. Who read the B? A read the B. So that's why we find out the follow of A. Now next, if A read alpha, B and C, but the second grammar is like C read null. A read alpha, B, C, but C read null. So if we consider here null, then again we get the same grammar like this, alpha B, because this is the null. So same condition here. If we find out now the follow of B, then this is nothing but the follow of A, because same condition we get here, alpha B, and for this the rule is if we find out the follow of B, then find out the follow of A. So these are the rules kept in your mind when you find out the follow of any grammar. So let's start now here. So first we see for the follow of yes. In the right side of the grammar, no yes is present, so nothing is followed by yes. So we only consider the dollar symbol. Now follow of A. So follow of A. Now see where the follow of who follow the A. So for this A, here at the right side only one position A is present here, and this A is now followed by B, but B is the non-terminal. So we see if non-terminal followed by non-terminal, then we find out the first of the non-terminal. Here A is followed by B and B is the non-terminal. So if non-terminal followed by non-terminal, that time we find out the first of the non-terminal. So we find out first of the B, and which is here mentioned B and B. First of B is small b and null. So first time we write here B for this B. So now A is followed by B, so we write here B. Second time we put null. So if we second time put here null, then A null C. Null means nothing is present. So now in this time A is followed by C, because here null is present, means nothing is present. So A now followed by C, and C is also non-terminal. So if non-terminal followed by non-terminal, then find out the first of the non-terminal. So first of C is only C, and if you consider here small c, then A is followed by small c. So we write here small c. So I hope you get the idea. And here null is not present, so further we not move, because here only C is followed by A now, and here we find out the A. So always remember, we write here follow, which is always small letters or in the symbols, and here always the capital letter are the present at the left side, and at the right side always we write the small letter or the operators, which is nothing but the terminals, and these are the non-terminals. Now follow of B. Again we see where is the B present at the right side. So here is the B is present, and now this B is followed by C, which is non-terminal. So we find out the first of C. So first of C is only C. So if we put here C, then B is followed by small c. So small c. Now follow of D, because only one time B is present at the right side, and we consider that. Now we move ahead. First we find out follow-up C. So follow-up C. So C is present here at the right side only one time here. So this C is followed by D. And D is the non-terminal. So we find out the first of D. So first of D is D and null. So first time we consider small d. That time this now C is followed by small d. Small d. And now if we consider here null, then C null E, and null is means nothing is present here. So C is followed by now capital E, because here null is present, nothing is present. So this is nothing but C is now. And if the non-terminal followed by non-terminal, then we find out the first of non-terminal. So first of E. So first of E is E and null. So we first consider here small e, then this C is followed by small e. Small e. Second time we consider here null. So now first we consider E, then C is followed by E. Now we consider null, then C is followed by null. And we know the rule, if non-terminal followed by null, then we find out the fall of A. So here now in this case what happening, C is followed by null, then we find out the fall of S, because this is the starting symbol. So fall of S, and fall of S is dollar. So we consider that dollar also. And now enough, complete. So this is the fall of C. Now fall of D. So fall of D. So where the D is present here, and D is followed by capital E. Capital E is non-terminal. Find out the first of E. First of E is E and null. Consider first time small e. So now D is followed by small e. Small e. Second time null. D is followed by null. If non-terminal followed by null, then find out the fall of S. So fall of S is nothing but the dollar. Consider that dollar. Now fall of E. Fall of E. So this is nothing but E is present here, and E is followed by now null. And if non-terminal followed by null, then find out the fall of S. So fall of S is dollar. So only dollar is present. So I hope all you get the idea how we find out the first and follow for this grammar. So we see one more example. Yes, read B. B means this is the grammar, and we find out the first and follow. So here is the first of yes now. So the first of yes. So now yes, read two grammar, capital B B and capital C. This is capital C and D. So first we consider this. So this yes, read B. B read small a and null. So first we consider this small a. So small a and null. How we consider this? This B replace with A, B and B. That time this A is read small a. So that's why we write here. Now null. So now next time when we consider this B as a null, then yes, read null and B. So if this null is nothing but nothing is present, so it directly read this B. So we consider this B also, B. So I hope you get the idea. First we write this A and null because this B read A and null. And when we consider this null here, that time yes directly read B. So that's why the B is come. Now for the second grammar. Now C read, this yes read capital C, and this capital C read CC and null. So first if we write here CC, then this yes read small c. So small c. Next time when we consider this null, then this null and D. So this null we already write here. And when here null we consider, that time yes read D, because null is nothing is present. So yes read D. So D. And now the grammar is over. So this is the first of yes. I hope you get the idea. It is little bit tricky, but you must be know the things. Now the first of B. So first of B. So B directly now read the small a, and as we know, if the non-terminal read the terminal, then directly write here. So B read A right here, null right here. So this is completed. Now first of C. This first of C write small c, and small c means non-terminal. So write this terminal as it is, and this null. So this first is completed. Now we find out the follow. So let's suppose we find out the follow here itself. So the follow of S. Now see, is anywhere at the right side of the grammar? Yes is present? No. Then the starting symbol of the follow is dollar, is always present, and nothing is present now because yes is not present anywhere. So this is the follow of yes. Now follow of B. So see, where is the B is present? So here is the B present, here is also B present. So now this B is followed by small b, and small b is nothing but the terminal. So now then this B. So this B is followed by null, and if non-terminal is followed by null, then we find out the follow of the starting symbol means B. But we here not currently what we find out the B itself. So this is only now B, small b. And now next follow up C. So follow up C is nothing but C, where the C is present, capital C here is present, and this capital C is followed by D. So right here D. So yes, here also capital C is present, but we find out follow up C itself. So we not consider the follow up C. So that's why only the D. So this is the way how we find out the first and follow. We see one more example. So this is the example. First we find out the first. So first of S. So this first of S is nothing but this first grammar, second and third, and all are the start with capital letters, means from the non-terminals. So we visit one by one all the non-terminals and find out the first. So first A. So capital A read small d and capital B. So first we consider this first grammar. So if we put this here, then DA. So this yes read D. So D. Now if we consider now second one BC here, then again this B is the non-terminal. So again we visit to the B. So this B read two symbols, this G and null. So one time here is now BC we consider. Now this B read G, so G, so read yes read G, so we write here G. Now next time when we consider here null, then this null is read by yes, so this null we write. And now next this null is means nothing is present, so this yes directly read this C, and this C is the small letter. No, I think this is the capital one itself. So this yes read capital C. Yes read capital C. Now this capital C read H and null. So when we consider again here null, then again it read capital C and H and null, which we already write here. So null is also not we write again and again. So this is the final, because again if we consider here H, then H is right, and null then B is coming, and for the B already we write here. So this is the first of S for the first grammar. Now the second grammar is this. So yes read capital C read H and null. So first if we consider here H, then H is already present. Now if we consider here null for this, then yes read now B. Null is means nothing is present, so yes directly read small b. So we consider this small b, and this grammar is also now completed. Now we come here B. So yes read capital B read G and null. So first time G, then G, second time null, then this null. So yes read small a directly, small a. So this is the grammar of S, first of S. Now first of A. So first of A is simple, small d. So we write here small d and capital B read G and null. So first time we consider G, then write G, second time null. So this null is coming here, and when null is present, now then A read directly capital C, and capital C is H and null. H and null is we write here. So this is the first of A. Now first of B. So first of B. So this first B read G and null. So all are the terminals. So G null. First of C, H and null. These are the terminals. So we write directly. Now we find out the follow. Here itself we find out the follow. So follow of yes. So as this is the starting symbol, first the dollar is present always, and now at the right side see where the S is present. So nothing is followed by S here. So this is only dollar. Now follow of A. Now follow of A. So A is present here at the right side, and now follow of A is C. C is followed by A. So C, this is the non-terminal. So if the non-terminal is followed by non-terminal, then find out the first of the non-terminal. So first of the C is H and null. So first time we consider here H, then A is followed by H. Second time we consider null. If anything is followed by null, we consider here this is null. So this A is now directly followed by B, because here nothing is present. So now A is followed by B, and this is also non-terminal. So we find out the first of B. So first of B is G and null. So if we consider G, then A is followed by G. So we write here G, and we not consider null in our follow as per the rule. So yes, but here we see first time we put it G, then A is followed by G. Second time we put it here null. So now the A is followed by null, and if non-terminal is followed by null, then we find out the follow of S, and follow of S is nothing but the dollar sign. So the dollar, follow of S, and yes, completed. Only one time A is present. So yes, completed. Now follow of B. So see where is the B present? Here, here and here. So this B is followed by null. So find out the follow of yes. Follow of yes is dollar. Now here also this B is followed by null, and followed by null means find out the follow of yes. Dollar we already write. Now this B is followed by small a. So we write here small a, and this is the follow of B. Now follow of C. So see where is the capital C is present here. Here, yes. So first we consider this B. So non-terminal is followed by non-terminal. So we find out the first of non-terminal. So first of B. First of B is G and null. So if we put it here G, then C is followed by G. Next time null. If non-terminal followed by null, then we find out the fall of yes. Fall of yes is $. So yes, completed. Now we move ahead. Here C is followed by small b, and small b is itself terminal. So directly write here B. So in this way, I hope you get the idea how we find out the first and follow for any grammar. Now still, if any query or any doubt regarding this, then let me know in the comment box. Thank you.